So the polls that show that the electorate at large and also significant majorities within the Democratic Party believe that the president is too old. The polls that show the American people and also significant majorities within the Democratic Party don't want him to run again. And the polls that show his handling of the economy, foreign policy, all of these dismal polls, his job approval ratings, does the White House have any basis to challenge the accuracy of that polling?
I'm not challenging the accuracy here. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying to you is that, we're not going to change the minds of Americans. I get that. Americans are going to feel how they feel, and we're going to respect that. And I've said that many times from here. Many times. I said that moments ago. What I can tell you is what our perspective is. What I can tell you is how we see things. And we believe experience, this president having experience to get things done is important. And we know that it's going to take some time, right, for Americans to feel what we have been able to do in this administration, pushing through bipartisan legislation. That is historic. As I mentioned earlier before, this is a president that has done more bipartisan legislation than any other recent president. And so that's what I can speak to. I can speak to our perspective. I can speak to how we see this. I can speak to what is important and how we're going to try to deliver for the American people. And I will say this, just a couple of data points here. I'm going to be careful not to talk about 2024, any of the elections, but I could look back in history, right? I can look back and see where President Obama was a year out of his election, where President Clinton was a year out ahead of his election. And it didn't look like they were going to win, right? It didn't look like that. And so it is not unusual, you're talking about dismal polling, it's not unusual for a president to be where they are ahead of that. And so, look, the president's going to focus. This is something that I can tell you for sure. He's going to focus on the American people. That is always the number one priority for this president, and that's what you're going to see him continue to do. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.